school today, Mom. I don't feel too good.
Lenny, this is God.
What? God, what?
I need $20 by next Tuesday or your history, pal.
$20? Where am I gonna get $20, God? Why me?
Because you're a complete loser and a hairless bastard.
Oh, please, God, spare me. Spare my miserable life.
Next Tuesday, bud, or I'm coming for you. Lenny.
What? What, God? What?
Just kidding.
Oh, God, that's not funny. That's sick. That's enough. Oh, hi, it's Crazy Lenny here. Welcome to That's Not Funny, That's Sick. 30 minutes of action-packed comedy. Not 10, not 15, not 20, but 30. Today we're going to have a special show. Like I told you last month on Oral Roberts, well, we decided to have our Dragnet team go out and find out all about the situation involving Oral Roberts. But remember, this is all fictitious. And anyway, it doesn't really matter, right? Because I'm going to be excommunicated anyway. Right, Steve? What did you say before about the fine line or something?
It's a nutty line that we draw here.
Yeah, it's a nutty kind of fine line we draw on whether or not, we can do this on television. But hey, what the hell do we got to lose, right? A little excommunication never hurt anyone. Well, just watch the show. See you later.
A city, Syracuse, New York. I'm a police officer. I wear women's underwear. My name's Sunday. Following story is false. The names have been changed to protect me from being sued. 8:01 a.m. I was sitting in my office cleaning the debris out of my 38 and wondering where my next case was coming from. I like being a police detective, and even though once in a while I've had my gums massaged with an automobile jack, the sweet smell of greenbacks makes it all worth it. 8:02 a.m. The phone rang. It was an extortion case involving a preacher named Oral Roberts. He claimed God was going to take his life unless he paid him off $4.5 million. I've heard from fruitcakes before, but that's my job. I left to investigate, and I arrived at his residence at 8:31 a.m.
Okay, Mr. Roberts, tell us your whole story. Just the facts.
Well, it all started like this.
Brothers and sisters, I talked to God like I always do just the other day. And he said to me, Mo, I need $4.5 million by March 31st. And he said to me, if I don't have that money for him by March 31st, he's going to kill me. He's going to take me home. So children, I have a dilemma. Should I get the money from you people? Or should I call the police and have them find the Lord? I just have a dilemma and I don't know what to do.
Okay, Mr. Roberts, I've heard your whole story with all the facts. Now I'm going to go out and try to find this character God and get him off the streets, this man who's trying to extort you. I'm going to take off now. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, and bless you.
Okay.
Ragnet will return after this. Not so great Bible stories. Noah builds a paper airplane.
That will never fly.
What a fool.
Let's go.
Ten 10:54 a.m. I left Mr. Roberts' residence and headed out to solve the case. Where was I going to find God, and did he even exist? My first lead was Rabbi Itzhak Weissman, a local cleric who owed me a favor for finding out who was rubbing pork on his hat. 11:07 a.m. I arrived to speak to Rabbi Weissman. I knew something was wrong because he was scared. Real scared.
Of course there's a you-know-what, but I'm not even allowed to say his name, or he'll strike me dead. Aye. Which I could never understand why someone is so touchy about having his name said.
You ever see him?
Me? Are you kidding? I'm lucky if I get to see my grandchildren. Aye.
Then how do you know he exists?
How do I know? What kind of question is that? Could I get a suit like this for $14 if there was no one up there?
You got nothing more to go on?
Hey, what's the Old Testament? Chopped liver? How do you think Moses got the Israelites out of Egypt? With a smile and a tap dance?
So, he's tough, eh?
Yes, very tough. You'd think someone with so much success would be a lot sweeter.
How come you know so much?
Because we're the children. We're his children. We're the chosen people. He takes best care of us, which I'd also like to someday discuss with him.
Well, what are you paying him for being chosen?
Don't ask!
So that's how it was. The Jews weren't to God for a lot. It was the old protection racket. Take care of them in return for a price. And from the way Rabbi Weissman was talking, he soaked them plenty. 11:38 a.m. I left Rabbi Weissman's, and I left to go see Chicago Phil.
Ragnet will return after this. Moses parts his hair.
12:01 p.m. I arrived at a local Italian restaurant to see Chicago Phil, a forger, bank robber, strong-arm man, and an avowed atheist. Perhaps Chicago Phil had some answers for me. The manager of the restaurant was a slimy guy I didn't like.
Chicago Phil here.
Who wants to know?
Sunday, Syracuse Police Department.
Right back there.
Thanks, punk.
The guy never existed, Sunday. This is a straight dope. It's a big hype. There's no Mr. B. It's a syndicate. Mostly Sicilian. It's international. There's no actual head. Except maybe the Pope.
I want to meet the Pope.
It can be arranged.
Thanks, Phil.
Take it from me, Sunday. There's no one out there. It's a void. I couldn't pass all those bad checks or screw society the way I do if for 1 second I was able to recognize any authentic sense of being. Nothing's eternal. It's all meaningless.
Who won the fifth at Aqueduct?
Santa baby.
(12:41 p.m.) I left the restaurant and headed for the Vatican. Chicago Phil had set me up for an appointment with the Pope. The appointment was for 2 p.m. It was a 70-minute drive to reach my destination.
Ragnet will return after this. Jesus walks on his hands.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, Jesus!
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 Oh, Jesus!
Oh, God, it's
If anybody could give me answers, it was the Pope. 1:53 p.m. Fashionably early, I arrived for my appointment with His Holiness. I was a little nervous. However, I had to hide it. If there was anyone out there who could tell me the answers to the question of who God was, it would have to be the Pontiff. Perhaps the Pontiff could answer these questions.
Kneel down, Detective Sunday. I'll come right to the point, Pontiff. I'm looking for God. You came to the right person. Then he does exist? Sure he exists, Sunday, but I'm the only one that communicates with him. He speaks only through me. Why you, pal? Because I got the red suit. This get up? Don't knock it. Every morning I rise, put on this red suit, and suddenly I'm a big cheese. It's all in the suit. I mean, face it, if I went around in slacks and a sports jacket, I couldn't get arrested, religion-wise. Then it's hype. There's no God? I don't know. But what's the difference? The money's good. You ever worry the laundry won't get your red suit back on time? You'll be like the rest of us? Hey, I use a special one-day service. I figure it's worth the few extra cents to be safe. Our meeting is over. Bless you, my son. Now I get to some more important issues.
Two 10 p.m. I left the Vatican. I was still confused and uptight because I didn't really receive any straight answers. I still hadn't located God, and I was running out of clues. I decided the best thing to do was to head back to the office, to think, and maybe kill off a bottle while I was thinking.
Ragnet will return after this. Moses receives the 10 most requested videos from MTV.
Two 13 p.m. I arrived at my office. My feelings of frustration had increased, and I was just about to give up hope. I had drunk myself to a stupor. Suddenly, the phone rang. They had caught God. He was hanging out at the party on the plaza. The police notified Maura Roberts, and I headed to the station where a police lineup was taking place. 2:24 p.m. I arrived at the station.
Face me, please. Turn to your right. Put the beer down, please. State your name. Face me. State your name.
Spike.
What's your address, Spike?
Home.
Okay, wise guy. Next. Yeah, right there, buddy. You're back to the wall. You're back to the wall. Face me, please. Now turn to your right. To your right. No, you're right. There you go. Okay, face me again, please. State your name.
Henry.
You got a last name, Henry?
Henry Smith.
Okay, Henry Smith, what's your address?
I live down, you know where like the store is, and then like kitty corner.
Your address, sir. What street do you live on?
Smith Ave.
Okay, Smith from Smith Ave. Thank you very much. Next, please. Get out of there, will you, Smith? Next, please. State your name.
Beard.
Where you live, Beard?
Perry Lane.
You want to turn to the right for me? To the right. Thank you very much. Next. Next, please. Face me, thank you. Turn to your right, please. To your right, please. Face me again, please. Name?
Patty Mount.
Are you Patty Mount from Patty Mount and the French Fries?
No.
Okay, your address, Patty?
I live in the store in a cardboard box.
Okay, that's nice to hear there. Take it easy, Patty. Next, please. Turn to your right. Okay, what's your name?
I am the almighty, all-powerful, all-knowing God.
Alright, God, where do you live?
Everywhere.
Okay. Thank you all very much. Okay, God, can you come back up here to the lineup, please?
Me?
Yeah, you. Okay, Mr. Roberts, are you sure that's him?
That's him. That's him. That's definitely him. It's him.
Okay, Mr. Roberts,
wait a
relax.
minute.
Wait a minute. Okay, we got him. Alright, God, we got you.
It wasn't me. I swear.
Yeah,
It was the Holy Ghost. No, seriously.
Tell it to the
That was him. Take him.
You could have my
Relax,
firstborn.
relax.
Really? No!
It looked as though everything was hunky-dory. I'd helped solve one of the biggest cases in the history of mankind. Suddenly, the phone rang. God had escaped. Was Morrow safe? Were we safe? Was Morrow insane? Are we insane? I don't know, but I know I had to go out and get the facts. The characters and events in Ragnet are fictitious and do not in any way represent the organizations or businesses depicted.
Oh, hi. Crazy Lenny back again. I hope you enjoyed that. Now look, anyone out there, if you don't get upset about this whole thing. It's just a joke. It's comedy. Ha ha, funny. Just don't go sue me. I don't got any money anyway. It won't do you any good. But hey, next month, Music Video Month, we're going to dedicate the entire show to some of the greatest musical groups in Syracuse and around the world. We're going to have closet classics. We're going to have Patty Melt and the French Fries again, Cliff Diver, the Schlepter Brothers. It's going to be amazing. But just watch it. See you next month. Have a good life and, all that garbage. See you later. Bye.